Hello, everybody. This is me and Pepper today. So, what's kind of funny was that today we're gonna continue Captain Pepper's Pets. And guess what her name is? Pepper. Maybe he'll find a dog in the end. We never know. So, today's lesson is gonna be about readers retell to retain the story. So, I just want to express how important it is to have you guys remember the books that you read and then explain to you that you'll be getting a new strategy to help you guys retain the information you're reading. And retain just means remember what you're reading. So, I included some post-it notes in my story today. So I'm going to teach you a little bit about leaving some stickies in your story. So my first sticky I put on the very first page. I wrote, Captain Pepper has friends and wants any pet but a parrot, because that's what we learned so far. My second postie is I labeled it a setting change because I know that Captain Pepper and his friends sailed and reached the island. And I skipped another page because there's nothing really to tell. And my third postie was about Captain Pepper trying to find his first pet, which was what? What was the first animal they ran into on the island? You can pause and think about it. A hippopotamus, right. Okay, so I know that you guys go on lots of adventures in books, but it's important to remember those adventures, isn't it? We need to make sure that we're remembering what we're reading and we're able to tell our parents and our friends about it, and maybe even just talk to ourselves and tell ourselves what we learned for the day. But the best way to keep track of it is taking notes. So that's why I included some post-it notes in books. You guys might not have the sticky part to your note paper, but you might just have a regular piece of paper or maybe some index cards where you can write what happened in the story, just so like when you are continuing where we left off, like we're on chapter 3 right now, you can see what happened in the book so far, like big things that happened. That's why I marked, for example, like when he found his first pet, so I know that even though we haven't read as far as completing the book yet, that I'll probably label every pet that he finds. And I just wrote first pet, but I'm actually going to add so I know what pet it is that he found. Also, whenever the setting changes, since that's something new that we learned about, I would love for you guys to post it the setting. So, let's see. We're learning this book that we know well, but I want you guys to find a book that you're reading at home, or maybe you can start a new book and leave post-its in that book, because it's very common to read a book and then not remember what you read afterwards. That used to happen to me before I left stickies in my books. So, I want you guys to get a book that you know well and leave some stickies in it. Maybe reread it first, and then when you're rereading it, then you can add the stickies in there. So, you can retell important parts from beginning, middle, and end, and then tell across fingers. First, what happened in the book was, and then they did. What happened in the middle was, and then they did. Pepper doesn't like me retelling my story. I don't think she likes Captain Pepper's pets. And then till the end of the book, and then what happened. So you might have a lot of fingers up. You might use all your fingers, all 10 of those fingers. So I want you guys to make a seesaw and show me your post-its in a book that you're reading at home. And maybe tell me why you're doing that. Why are you making post-its in your books? What was the main idea of this lesson? You can pause if you have to think about it. The main idea of this lesson was for you guys to retell, to retain the story. So I want you to retell what you learned so that you can remember, retain the information in the story. Alright, so make sure when you seesaw you take a picture of your posties in your book. Thanks for tuning in. Pepper says bye.